This episode of TechZulu is brought to you by Mobile Roadie, a simple and inexpensive way for anyone to build and manage their own iPhone app.
We're so close.
Hey everybody, it's Amanda with TechZulu.com, and I am here with Jared Johnson with Lunch.com. How are you?
Good, Amanda. Thank you.
So I know I sound kind of bad because it's the last day of South by Southwest Interactive, but I want to have a chat with you about what it's been like for you. I know this is your first South by, right?
This is the first one, yeah.
So what's your experience been like here?
Well, it was really cool. Like even coming in from the airport, like seeing everybody, seeing all these familiar faces, and then everybody seeing one another. It's kind of like it's kind of like the first day when you come back to school after all summer, and you haven't seen some of these people in a long time, so you want to come back in. It's like everybody's so happy to see each other. It's been like the energy level has just been so cool to see it. And I know a lot of these people, but this is my first South by, so it's just been kind of fun to see everybody coming together and having such a good time seeing each other and hanging out.
So would you say that if someone doesn't have a badge, they should still come to South by?
Yeah, I guess so, because there were quite a few people just kind of out and about that didn't have badges that were still kind of meeting up and seeing all their friends, and I even heard some talk of how to kind of make it into some of the things without a badge, and they were unsuccessful, mind you. So.
Right. So yeah, something that we've been exploring here is this whole notion of the need to meet people in person. You meet all these people online, but you don't often get to meet all of them face to face. Would you say there's real value in that?
Absolutely. It's tremendous value, especially in an environment like this where everybody is. It's different from other conferences too, because everybody's like so open to kind of talking and seeing each other and catching up on what they're doing, and just the sophistication level of all the attendees and the savviness of everybody here. It's like so easy to catch up and explain exactly what you're doing in like 2 seconds, and everybody gets it. And then it's so funny because you'll hear the same messaging back, 10 minutes later from somebody that you just talked to that told somebody else, and it's like they get it and they understand exactly what everybody's doing. So
would you say that people should not be afraid to approach anyone here?
It's been really open. Like everybody's been really open, and we've had a couple people from our marketing team. They said the same thing. Everybody's been really cool and really receptive, because I think one of the reasons people come is really looking for the next thing, looking for like what the new next thing is going to be, and a lot of that is happening here.
So what is the next big thing? Is it Lunch.com?
Well, is that the nice segue into me being able to talk about lunch? We actually launched a huge product out here, and we put in for the very reasons that the very things we were just talking about was the reason that we chose South by to come out here and launch this product. And it is having a sophisticated audience of savvy social media folks who really understand what it is that we're doing. So yeah, we launched our website last April, but we launched this kind of the final piece of the product now, and we launched it on Friday. And it's the ability now to take advantage of everything that we've built on the Lunch.com platform to now build your own review site. So you can create your own mini Yelp or your own mini TripAdvisor. Think of it like what Ning has done for social networking, we're now doing for user review sites. So if you're really into strollers, somebody's building a stroller community right now. If you're really into foreign films, somebody's building a foreign film community right now where there's just people in there talking about their favorite foreign films. Very different from being on a broad platform, kind of talking about movies in general. You want to boil it down to just Americans talking about foreign films. That gives an entirely different complexion to the type of content that is being contributed in that community, and that's exactly what we're doing.
So a lot of people launch things at South by. What's your advice in order to stand out from the crowd?
I think it really has to be innovative, and it really has to be new, because like I said, people are sophisticated. They understand if it's just something being repackaged and repurposed, and they're not paying that much attention to it. We've been fortunate enough that people are really excited about what we're doing. In fact, over the weekend, we had 60 new communities that were created. We have over 300 applications just over the weekend of people that want to build communities on Lunch, and we're going through and approving them one by one. So it's been really helpful and successful for us, and I think it is because it's something new. If it's something that's kind of tired, you're kind of repurposing some of the old stuff, and you've seen what happened to some of the keynotes and whatnot that weren't really revealing a bunch of new stuff. They weren't really received that well on Twitter, let's say. So.
Right. So given that you are a newbie at South by and it's near the end, what's the one piece of advice that you would give someone who's landing in Austin for the first time, maybe something you would do differently, or one piece of crucial advice?
Pace yourself, because the one thing I didn't do, we went out we indulged a little too much early on, and we were really feeling it towards the end. But we were here for the whole time. I got in on Thursday, and I'm not leaving. It's Tuesday now, and I'm not leaving until Wednesday. So you put that many nights in a row together, there's a lot of people to meet. You have a lot of time to catch up and meet everybody. Just don't try to do it all in the first couple nights like we did. And it slowed us down a little bit for a couple days there.
Well, thank you so much, JR. Everyone, JR with lunch.com here at South by Southwest Interactive.